It's October 1st, 2025, and as you may have heard, we are officially in the first day of a government shutdown. With that, I want to share a little bit of news about what that means for the mortgage industry. So, mortgage applications and loans that are in process, the first thing that you need to know is that this could have an impact on your government loans. Government loans include VA, FHA, USDA, and because of some of the staffing issues that this will create, we may have some delays in getting those loans closed. At this point, I don't think it'll be anything more than delays based on the information that we have now, but the longer this goes, the more that could change and those delays could become more substantial. The one big issue that we're working on solving right now is loans that need flood insurance. So if you have a loan that needs flood insurance before it can close, then you definitely want to talk to your loan officer and get ahead of the game so that you have a game plan for that. As far as interest rates go, we've been in a decline for a few weeks, and mortgage interest rates 2 weeks ago were the best that they've been all year. We got all the way down to 6.1% as the national average for a 30-year fixed. And that lasted all the way up through the Fed meeting. The Fed announced a 1/4 point Fed funds rate reduction. And with that, you would think that mortgage interest rates would continue to go down. However, they've actually come up about 1/4%. And that is because of the comments that Powell made afterward, not necessarily saying rates would go up, but just that they are going to be watching the inflation numbers and the job numbers very closely going forward. And what was thought to be a very sure set of rate cuts coming up between now and the end of the year now looks like it could be a little less of a sure thing. So last year we had a similar setup going into the end of the year. And even though we saw the Fed lower interest rates twice after the September cut, so we had 100 basis points cut total, 1%, mortgage rates went up 1% during that same time. This year, we don't know for sure, but we might see the same thing. So if the rate that you're being quoted today looks good, you definitely want to get that locked in and not try to play the market. Today is a good day for interest rates. But who knows what tomorrow will bring? Who knows how long this government shutdown will last? There was another one in 2018, was actually the longest government shutdown in the last 40 or 50 years, and that lasted 35 days. Hopefully we're not in for a shutdown that lasts that long, but we never know. So we got to make